You might not know the word emo, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Might be looking to run. On the move at the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner will be knocked down. So Houston's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Brought down. After a 15-yard pickup.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on fourth down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up. Offense at your disposal.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the bridge. They'll run it on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on second down. Give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Third down coming.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the defense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he intercepts it. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got
running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Giving him his pads. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Shows him the stiff arm. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got his man quickly, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes.
And it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The hand to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Running with power. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Houston.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Bulls his way forward. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Right back to the well. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hicks. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different...
He's got it inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Bounced off his feet.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you've got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there. And touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's in goal. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Line gets set. 1st down. Touch pass on the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together